Hi, welcome to Annie's Life Talks. So the news that has reached us is that the ex-Minister for Finance of Ghana, Ken Ofori-Atta, is currently being held at an ICE detention center in the US. So Ken has been in the US probably a year now, and he went over there because of health concerns and has been in the US. I believe that he was in the process of changing his immigration status whilst he was there, and that is the reason why he's ended up at an ICE detention center. Now, I don't know how long he's going to be there. So if there's any updates about that, we will let you know. Ken faces allegations of misappropriation of funds in office whilst he was the Minister of Finance in Ghana. And when the new administration, the NDC, came into power, that was the allegation. None of the people that the NDC have actually alleged to have mishandled power or done things whilst in office have actually been officially charged and been in prison, or have gone through the process to the end. So we're still waiting to hear what the update is regarding Ken Ofori-Atta, but he does faces charges of corruption, which again is an allegation at this point. We don't have, there isn't a lot of evidence backing that, and I believe that that's probably what they're working towards. He could be at the immigration center probably because he's seeking asylum, since from what his lawyers are saying, he thinks that they're coming for him, they're gunning for him, meaning that he won't have a fair trial should he find himself in Ghana. So this could be a strategy really to get himself off the hooks from Ghana and from the NDC party. Obviously, we've seen other people in the NPP party that have gone through a lot of struggles since the current government came into power, and it feels like it's a cycle, isn't it? Every time a government comes into power, they accuse the previous government of misappropriation of funds. They accuse them of doing so many things. But we've never really seen any government go through the process, charge anybody, arrest them, and imprison them or fine them, or, get them to pay back the monies that they have misappropriated whilst they were in office. This continues to be an African thing, every time governments come into power, there's a lot of talks about that, because we don't really have a lot of checks and balances in our structure, in our government structure back in Africa. And if it is true, if these allegations are true, then it's only fair that he gets to pay the money back, and the law takes its course. We do have these laws, but they don't tend to work for everyone. The law seems to only be against the poor, and then the rich tends to, well, get away with a lot of things. I hope that he's well in the ICE detention center for anything. We know that conditions in America are probably better than if he was in some sort of prison in Africa. But I hope that he's able to sort himself out, and he's able to come out and clear his name, basically, because that's the whole purpose of you know them wanting to extradite him, because they wanted him to come and face charges for these allegations. And I guess if he can be in America and still clear his name, or get whatever status that he needs to get, and then go through the process of clearing his name, it would be great. At least we would see some sort of change in our leadership in Africa. If I get any more news, I will share that with you. There's a lot going on in America, especially with this ICE team as well. Um, but yeah, we hope that he's well at the detention center. Ciao. I wonder.